energized. 28 months is just a long time. 10 months is a long time. I mean, outrageous. Let me do some more sub emotes in the chat there. Thank you, team, for resubbing. It does really mean a lot. And I like it. Save it up until we stream again, then. I like it. Thank you so much. Level 3 hype train as well. Wild. Yeah, Football Manager stuff. You mean DOF23 stuff? Yeah. Those videos have done so well and people genuinely seem to be loving them, which I'm so happy because they are so fun to make as well that it's like a win-win, hopefully, from all sides. Like hopefully you can tell in the videos as well. Those of you who have watched the Director of Football videos, hopefully you can see just how much fun I'm having. That's what I really want to come across, that they're a little less like scripted. It's basically me playing the game and just loving what's happening. And I'm quite happy to see wherever the save goes. Like, if Peruzzi turns out to be dreadful and we need to sack him, I'm all for it. It's going to be so much fun. And if he's amazing, I love the narrative of that as well. It's great. Less fun, more losing. Yeah, I mean, the start made it, I think, as well, with the losing. Don Peruzzi can never leave. I love it. Either way, the narrative is so good. The narrative of, like, Don Peruzzi and, like, becoming a hero, I love. And the narrative of him being rubbish and we've sacked him, we have to bring in another manager, also great. We can't lose. You can't lose. It's brilliant. It's such a fun save. Kakota, thank you for gifting us up over to Letters as well. Thank you, buddy. That's 85 gifted subs from Kakota, by the way. Excuse me. Slowly but steadily rising up those charts, I think. That is a lot of gifted subs. I appreciate it. Notfler, you raise a valid point. Good morning to you. He says, and I like this, he's subtly included it. He says, hello, Clates. Looking fresh. Indeed. Today, as you see there, today's the very last day of the HelloFresh sponsorship. So we've got 9 people who've managed to sign up, which is fantastic. Thank you so much to those 9 people. That is a significant chunk, I will just say. Like, the kickback I get is very generous. You may have seen a few other creators have gone for the HelloFresh sponsorships. It's because they're very good. They compensate you well. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but hopefully I'll just getting that across that I'm very grateful for anybody who's used the code. Today's the last day. If you did want to join in and help, you get 50% off, then 35% off for your next 3. Even if you just wanted to do one, you get one with half price. See if you like it, and then you can cancel it if you don't. Anyway, I win, you win, and it's 50, and it's cheap for the first one. Do you see what I'm saying? Again, it's the last day today. You've got until midnight tonight. But yeah, thank you so much for those 9 people. Your HelloFresh arrives today. Nice. I've been having it since. So my I've just changed it to. So one of those people is probably me. I don't know if that actually came across. I don't know. But we've been having it for ages. I changed it to me so that I get the 50% off, and I've been carrying on paying for it since. So yeah, been off and on with it for a long while. Yeah, exactly. I think a lot of people do, which is absolutely fine. And yeah, it's so good that you can just cancel it and pause it and all those things anyway. To be honest, I don't even need to be talking about this right now, but I just need this on the screen, but I'm talking about it because I think it's cool. Hey Clay, it's a quick question. Have you ever thought of doing a save with Luton Town? If we get promoted this season, we're the only team to get promoted from the Conference to the Prem, we would have the only player to go from the Conference to the Prem with the same team. That's an amazing story. I don't know if it means that I'll do a save with them, but potentially like a YouTube thing. Potentially, Sir Gwyneth. Very cool story, though, for sure. Very cool story. Did mine ever get through? I've been getting it for 2 weeks, and it's great. Arj, to be honest, if it did or if it didn't, I really appreciate it. Like, either way, you've supported, and I see your efforts. Would have got HelloFresh if I didn't get that. Yeah, that makes sense, Nish. Fair enough. Problem with Luton Town is that they're based in Luton. There is that, yeah. Right, team, we good? How are we? Are we all well? How are we feeling out of a 7? Saturday, weekends here. Are we all right? Out of 7? I reckon I'm at a decent number today. Feeling pretty good. I think I'm looking forward to a nice weekend. It can't be ruined by Liverpool until at least the end of tomorrow. So that's good. And they're playing United anyway. So if it's a draw or a loss, then it's one of them, isn't it? So I'm all right. We can talk about football and everything today. 5-8. That's very good out of 7. Maybe a 2. Stephen, what's going on? What's going on? You all right? I hope you're all right. 6 out of 7, flying back home to see my family. Nice, Arj. That's cool, buddy. 1 because the Rangers are playing. Fair. Your day might get ruined during the stream. Yeah. You got the early kickoff, right? City Newcastle. I know that one. Leonie did remind me nice and early as well to make sure I didn't ask that question. But yeah, that's at 12:30, right? I wonder if I might want to go and watch that. We'll see. We'll see where we are with the save at that point. You're a one house full of COVID. No. My one of my good friends just had COVID. They've got a new baby. and like mum, dad, baby all got COVID. I was like, Christ, that is hard work. 0.5 is I'm surrounded by sick children as well. Right. Everyone seems to be, 3 kids are terrorizing me. Everyone seems to just be very much on the don't have kids train at the moment. No, that's just a shit. That's shit. You can see Newcastle turning up. Just smells points off drops. Is it at Newcastle? It's St James's, right? Or is it at City? I actually don't know.
Nick resubscribed.
But yeah, possibly there might be a little bit of a wounded animal. It's at the end. Is it? You made me say it, Stephen. It's at the Etihad, is it? I don't know. I reckon City win that. But City have been weird this year, haven't they? Nicky, that's 2 years. 2 years from Nicky as well. Look at all these resubs with the milestones. Outrageous beginning to the stream. Silly. Thank you so much, Nicky. I hope you're well, my friend. Hope you're good. Hope you're feeling... You got Bournemouth. You should be all right this weekend, right? Was hoping you actually said it. I got halfway through it, and I basically said empty, didn't I, Stephen? So... Just baiting out City fans. You're going to make me get into fights and stuff now. Right, chat. Good check-in. I think what I'm hearing from this is, if you're not feeling very well, I hope you get better. If your kids are being annoying, I hope they stop being annoying. There you go. I've spoken. You can tell them that from me. Hello, Clates. Love the DOF series. Do you think it's acceptable to change Lampard into an assistant manager and then sign him? I mean, if in your save, Dan, if you're doing that, absolutely go for it. We can talk about that a little bit today. Actually, it's a good chance to just chat about it. Pringle, 3 months. So many resubs. Wild. Must remain civil not to annoy Leone when we smash them. Yeah, I've been through that. Yeah, with the DOF save, few things that people are asking. I'm just going to jump into FM now so that we can see. A lot of people saying things like turn the editor on so that you can bring a manager in as assistant manager, just move them to your club as an assistant manager, which I guess makes sense because it's like appointing a manager and would be possible. But I also think if we do it organically, I feel like I said that weird, we'll get managers like Lampard and Gerrard. Like, how many people end up signing these people as staff members anyway? Or Ronaldo or Messi. You started an Arsenal one yesterday, made Arteta manager. Yeah. I think if you want to do that on your own, absolutely fine. I'm kind of tempted in our one to just see if we can find any proper managers that become staff members anyway. I think the editors is turned on that I could use it anyway, Stephen. I usually have it on in the background and then don't use it just in case something goes massively wrong with these things. But so I think I could possibly do it. It's just I just wonder. Yeah, it's because it's an assistant, isn't it? I do wonder if there's a way to use the editor that you could in the pre-game editor to set up a save that would make it work, like changing the roles and the names of the roles and things. I don't know, and changing, maybe it's the reputation of that role. I don't know. It might make sense, but yeah, I just don't think I have to. Jesse Marsh, another one that always gets assistant. Yeah, I think it is possible. Like, what's Gerrard up to in this save a few seasons in? Is he now a staff member? Because that's like, he's the Preston manager. I mean, fair play. He's still a manager. Lampard? I'm sure, I'm just picking names, but I'm sure I could find some managers that have become Bolton manager. He's gone. Okay. They are just Bolton and Preston managers. Hilarious in itself, isn't it? You get managers, don't get clubs, even if it says manager. Yeah, you can. So not the PSG manager, which is being bigged up for Gerrard then. Yeah, I've seen that. What a role that would be. If he gets that job, that is outrageous. How are you finding the changes? That is a great question. I've not really played. The only thing I've played is very briefly the network game since the update. And so I guess today's going to be a bit of a learning curve for me. I don't know is the answer. We did okay in the network game, but I am Ajax and I do have a bit of a super team. The problem is that so does everyone else in that league. I do wonder, because I was using the same Worcester system. I was using this with Ajax, and I don't know, in the couple of games they did struggle a little bit and go and change it up, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll play it today and see what happens in terms of the engine. The other changes are just database ones, which I've not started a new save since, have I? So we'll see. Engine seems to suit a diamond, by the way. Yeah, I get that. Which I wonder if this this is basically a diamond in just without the shape like that. He's a CM attack, isn't he? So you could quite easily transition to this, couldn't you? Yeah, exactly, Pav. We could easily push him up and make him a cam. I don't know if, and he can actually play there anyway, so it might be something we do anyway. He's a natural on, not a natural, but he's an on-gaunch apparently. Great. Any news on attribute changes from the update? I've only seen a small list. I think it is being worked on, Ren. Yeah, I think there's possibility for a video. Might put it on the second channel because I don't know if it'll do decent numbers. Especially also now, I'm very aware, chat, that I don't want to do too much other content because of the way that the algorithm works. Whilst the DOF videos are popping off, we really kind of just need to do DOF videos until it kind of falls down a little bit, and then you do other content. You can hurt yourself by not just riding the wave a bit. So I do wonder. We can use the second channel. The second channel's just gone over 1,000 subs as well. Thank you to people who just ticked that over the 1,000 subs, which means it can be monetized as well, which basically means I can pay Tom to edit the videos, and then he can make any money it makes he can get. So hopefully that can become a little bit more of a viable option. Just behind the scenes stuff, some conversations we've been having. So some of those videos that I like to do that I just don't think do great on the main channel, like annoyingly, like the Will Still video, which I think is one of our best videos we've ever made. Like, it is so clean and such a good video, but it's got like 8k views compared to if you do one rebuild, it'll get 25k. It's like, cool. Which is why the DOF video, by the way, is perfect, because it's actually really, really fun and it gets good views. That's what you want, isn't it? That's what you want. Jack, thank you for the 2 months. That's my favourite resub. That is my favourite resub. Thank you very much, dude. The Will Still vid was great. Thank you, Sticky Chicken. I think it's a good video. It's just not a video that's going to get huge views, and annoyingly, that means not huge. Like, it makes it not as worthwhile to do. It's one of those. Yeah, the issue with the Will Still one is that Z did do one as well. Yeah, it was annoying. Like, we were very much doing it, and then he did it, which it was either going to go one or two ways, wasn't it? It would either, because Z's just done it, you ride the wave of what Z did, or it's kind of killed people's appetite for it, which maybe that was the case. Either way, I say it all the time. I was like, I've stopped letting things like that stop me do the videos that I want to do. And I'm like, I can't do this because this, like, I'd just rather do it. And yeah, anyway, we'll see. I think the second channel is good for IRL type content. I think it's probably true. Probably true. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully we can use it a bit more anyway. Had it in, Brad. Welcome in. Loving the eat fresh. Yeah, yeah. Hope you're good, Brad. Thank you very much for that. Right, chat. Shall I give you a bit of a recap of where we are in the save? Because we have started a new season. I have not played the game at all. I've been so busy. They did the update changes vid though, not the full list of attributes. Yeah. Seen that. Yeah. Literally, we want the full list, don't we? Exactly. We've started a new season. We've made signings for this season. We have got a little bit left that we could spend. In fact, a lot left that we could spend if we wanted to bring other people in. Stephen, I was thinking it. If somebody could put together even a script or the B-roll, I'm happy to make the video. I just need help with it. But genuinely, I had that thought. The network game stuff could be amazing. Like a recap of each session. So we don't play a lot of games. There's not too much that needs to go into it. I just need somebody to help me. I don't know if ChatGPT could do that. Ask Katie maybe. I think Katie would. Yeah, possibly not. I think yeah, basically I just need someone who plays it. She's in it anyway. Yeah, I guess so. Possibly. It doesn't need to be like a script. It just needs to be this game happened, and then helping with a bit of help, basically, is what I'm saying. We can talk about it though, can't we? ChatGPT is the go. Yeah, annoyingly that it's up to 2021, isn't it? Otherwise it would be. It's a bit scary, isn't it? ChatGPT. I was going to make a video on it ages ago, and I was like, don't know exactly what to do. I saw Kev did one recently. We were looking at, actually, there's a good video that we could do that maybe for the maybe second channel, maybe not, is that you ask it for tactical advice and it tells you what tactics to use in FM. Leonie was playing around with it and it's quite fun, actually. We could do something. We'll see. Anyway, chat, we are now into the Vanarama National League. We are second. We've won our first 2 games, which is excellent. And it's good. Well, yeah, we did actually, Stephen, didn't we? We have beaten Yeovil. We've beaten Crawley. We are predicted to finish second, which is a bit of a weird one for us. We usually are predicted to finish first. Do we have any players in the Dream 11? We actually don't have... We have one. Brogdon is the only player that gets into the Dream 11, which is maybe a bit worrying. I'm not sure. We're a good team, though. I think we'll be fine. Our side looks like this. We got a new keeper called Carlos Mackenzie, who I'm terrified about because he has 18 eccentricity, but he's 6'5", and he's called Carlos, and he's a natural sweeper keeper. He's terrifying, but he's quite good. I like the look of him. He started quite well as well, so hopefully that's fine. Yeah, the eccentricity. Basically, what I'm doing here is I'm farming YouTube content because he's going to do weird stuff, and we're going to get so many good clips of him, and we can turn that into a video. So, big brain play, isn't it? Rushing out low. Yeah, exactly. His rushing out isn't massive as well. It's 9, and his like punching tendency isn't massive either. So those are the worrying things with eccentricity, isn't it? Other than that, like, it is the reflexes being low is probably the main thing that I'm terrified about. Rennie Higuita, by the way, in the DOF save, he's on the game. He is. We could get Rennie Higuita in as an assistant manager in the Spurs save, by the way. I noticed that as I was filming it. How you doing, Shrek? Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? It is cool. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Shrek, that name is outrageous, and I almost read it all out. Great keeper coach. He actually is a great keeper coach. Do you want to come to Worcester? He doesn't. Weird. Reluctant to move away from where I currently live and work. Does he know? Does he know? What do you mean where you currently work? That name, I know, right? Okay, Renee. Seems like an excuse to me, that. Right, yeah, anyway, Carlos Mackenzie's our keeper. Will Greenidge was here last year. He stays. Matt Walker is a new right back, 18-year-old, signed from Manchester City. He scored on one of his first 2 games. Looks pretty good, 6'2", but really good jumping reach, which I like about him. And young, hopefully improves. Next to him, we've got the giant. That is Mamadou Fofana. Mamadou, 6'8", Fofana, by the way. Our boy. He's got a secret full-time job, clearly. Okay. Clearly, yeah. Princess Fiona is perfectly decent from the... Gambling, I almost read that out as well. He was great friends with Carlos, with Escobar, was he? Jesus Christ. All right, chat. It's 10:56. It's 10:56 on a Saturday morning. And I know it's not 10:56 for you, Gambling, but it's 10:56 on a Saturday morning, and the chat is trying to make me read out sentences like this. Princess Fiona is perfectly decent from the rear, but Elastigirl can get it. I just realised that could just be clipped like I've said it. What? Right. Mamadou Fofana, Vontae Williams. I'm gonna just. Okay. That mum from The Incredibles, though. For Christ's sake! Vontae Williams, our new left back. He's quick. Is Vontae? This chat right here, officer. Jessica Rabbit, though. No. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Shall we do a second channel content? You know, we talked about that. Shall we do a tier list of... No, we shouldn't do that. We shouldn't do that. Right, Stuart Flett, the estate agent. The estate... Oh, God. Right, let's just listen to this. We don't need to watch it. Let's just listen to this. Princess Fiona is perfectly decent from the rear, but Elastigirl can get it. Why was I reading it like I was reading a statement? It was like I was reading a statement out in court. Princess Fiona is perfectly decent from the rear, but Elastigirl can get it. Right. Alert sound. Alert sound. That is actually quite good. Sub sound. Is that our new 5 gifted sub sound? It's like I'm reading a story. Yeah, do that again. Hold up a newspaper in the frame. Someone make it. Someone put the clip. I'll tell you what you can do. Leonie could, if you do exclamation mark Princess Fiona and then you link that clip There you go. Can replace the scat music. Scat music can go to 10, maybe. Just new gifted sub sound. Yeah, it could be actually. I'm sorry, but WTF did I just hear? Yeah, no, fair enough. This is the one show after dark apparently today. For Christ's sake, we love Shrek here. We just really love Shrek. Which Shrek is it, by the way? Kat and I were talking about this. That sounds like we're going down a very different route as well. Which Shrek is it? Where there's like a they have like a pop idol or like an X Factor music, like a music contest, talent show thing. Is that in one of? Is that Shrek 2? Thanks, Craig. There we go. Reverse. That's no. Is that Shrek 2? Okay, there we go. Post credits. That's it. Yeah. Is it DVD extras or post credits? I knew it. Just I felt like it's one of those things. I was like, I've got this memory, but is it a real memory or is it just one of those things that? Where have I seen that? Right. Anyway, post credits. That's it. Have you got a senior affiliate? No, we do not. I think we could probably ask for one. I don't think they'll say yes. I reckon they'll say no again. But let's ask for one because that might help us even more. Players on loan. Makes a lot of sense. We'll make arrangements. Thank you, Tom. Was one of your Emmerdale fever dreams again? That's what it might have been. That's what I thought. Yeah. Who remembers how Donkey did detestable things to a dragon? Now, I'm not a scientist. I'm not a biologist or I'm not that into the anatomy of creatures. But how? How? Just how? I was just going through the team, wasn't I? I was just going through the team. Brogdon, Uwadani. We've got Heskey. I've not given Heskey a Heskey sound yet, I'm afraid. I've just been too busy. But at some time, he'll get a Heskey time sound. He hasn't scored a goal. He has scored a goal. We didn't have the sound. But Jaden Heskey has joined. I mean, it is a fairy tale, right? Actually, that's a. Look at Seward plays up front, left hand side, and he's good. He's got a song, hasn't he? And then up front with him, MBO on the bench. Brown Sterling is back. Brown Sterling has returned. He's made his comeback as well. Wasn't he like 1 goal away or something as well? I want to see. Doesn't he get to 100 at some point? Oh, he's got 100. He's 4 games away from making... Actually, might have done... Yeah, it might be 2 away now. So I don't think this doesn't update, does it, as we go? But so you might be 2 away from getting his 100th game, which is cool. And we've got a decision to make about whether we want to bring McGiff back in December, which we're probably going to, aren't we? Right, should we continue? For Christ's sake. Yeah, it does actually, Steve, doesn't it? Could have been JBC, could have been. Thank you for the follow, unofficial Sam Smith. Is this a fever dream? Are you watching? You looking forward to watching Prince Charming in live action when you finally watch Game of Thrones? Is the answer to that question yes? I don't know because I've not watched Game of Thrones, so I don't know. We might need to let Baby Edu go. By the way, he wants a new contract and now he's upset about it, and he's on a month to month, but it's 250 a week. Or should I give... I don't know what to do with him. I'm going to decline it. He might leave anyway. We're going to do that. Josh! How you doing, Josh? Hope you're good, my friend. Up the Worcester boys, indeed. I'm good, thank you. I hope you're good yourself. Did you hear the news that Cadbury aren't doing the egg and spoon things this year? No, I didn't. That is more one show than any other sentence we've ever had in this chat, by the way. Did you hear the news that Cadbury aren't doing the egg and spoon things? I don't think I've ever had one of those anyway, but yeah. You asked for a strong chat game before the start of the stream and their initial signs are looking good. They are. Chat's on it today. These streams are absolutely made by the chat, by the way. In your DOF video, did your guy win Manager of the Month anytime? Yeah, since it was after... So I've actually recorded episodes 3 and episode 4. In one of those episodes, or at some point in the save, he's won Manager of the Month. Without spoiling anything. Coming up, we visit a badger sanctuary with Zealand. Exactly. How are you looking for the season ahead? Any more transfers to look out for? Yeah, I think we might be on the lookout. Just for if any... Basically, what I really am going to look out for is whether this guy becomes available. And if he does, we sign him. Do you like owls? Yeah. Because he doesn't want to join, but he is remarkable, really, for our league. And I'd love to sign him. But for some reason, anything less than a full-time contract. He isn't willing... He isn't not willing to relocate. You're confusing me, Tom. Why are you doing double negatives? He isn't not willing to relocate to Worcester for anything less than a full-time Is this a riddle? So does he want to join or not? For anything less than a full-time... Speak in words, Tom. So you do want to relocate. So you're telling me there's... Mixed signals, Tom. Mixed... Can someone please clip this so that I can actually send it to Holly, basically, so that this can get fixed? Because that's probably not supposed to be written like that, is it? In the scripting, he isn't not willing. Tom Roscoe, more like Tom Roscoe. That's really... That's just upsetting me. Or should I just send this and say, why is Tom speaking in riddles? We only clips things like the elastical stuff, I'm afraid. Fair enough. So yeah, that's basically what we're looking at for a transfer. If he becomes available, we'll sign him. If he's not, then possibly not. Thy is not willing to join thy peasant club, or am I? Has the winter update released? It has, yes. Right, we're picking a team. We are playing Barrow in the league. I need to choose this team, I think. So Morgan Williams hasn't got a new contract. I feel like we should give him one. Because he's in our squad right now. I feel like he can play everywhere. So I think I'm going to give him a new one. If he doesn't want too much. Okay, he wants basically a wage. He wants to be a squad player. Will you be an impact sub? Perfect. And then he's willing to take a bit of a pay cut anyway. So, excellent. Oh, great shout, right. Great shout. Yes. That's the type of video that may be second channel, but yes. That's true. We've been waiting for that. Either to do like a little you know, our real life stuff on him. I've been waiting for him to be in the game to do that. Yes. That's cool. Vigo, thank you for the 2 months, buddy. My favourite resub. Appreciate it, dude. Hope you're well. Thank you for the 2 month sub with Prime. I don't think I could ever be Bruce Buffer, could I? Agent speaks in riddles. Perfect. Let me just see. Does this work? Can I just send this to them? What I'm look out for is whether this guy becomes available. And if he does, we sign him. Do you like owls? Yeah. Why is that in there? What? What? It's so our stream that I'm doing like can I send this to the developers so that they can fix something in the game? And then there's me in the clip going, do you like owls? What I'm look out for is whether this guy becomes available. Like, it undermines it slightly. If he does, we sign him. Do you like owls? Yeah. For Christ's sake. Because he doesn't want to join, but he is remarkable, really, for our league, and I'd love to. Do you like owls? But for some reason, anything less than a full-time contract, he isn't willing. He isn't not willing to relocate. You're confusing me, Tom. Why are you doing double negatives? Yeah, okay, that's a good clip. I don't think we need the do you like owls in it, but yes, can we add that to the soundboard? I think so. Do you like owls? Ollie will enjoy the owls. She will, yeah. Perfect. Thank you, Kakota. Can you put both of those clips into the Discord so that I can come back to them? I know I'm making you do admin here. Thank you. It might be important information. It might be. There's their team. They have Gotts and Hugel in midfield. Barrow. There's our team. This still needs change, and I need to speak about this as well. The Tom bit would be great in the YouTube chat. The Tom bit would be great in the YouTube chat. Oh yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah. That's crucial info about the owls. Thank you. Hello, Leone. How are you? We've got a free kick. Martial Seward. The first chance to hear his song. He's hit the bar for Fana. MBO. No! How did we not score? How literally, how did that not go in? I don't know why I've said literally there. I've done that thing that I said annoys me last week, didn't I? Leonie's missed the best part of the stream. I think it's fine that she missed that. That's fine. Oh, for God. You didn't need to clip it now. Like, link it now. Brogdon. Williams. Venus Williams. Uwadani! I love Jamal Uwadani. What a man. What a man. I love that he's still at the club. He's been too good for this club forever. And he's just still here. Oh, Ian will love that clip. Oh, for Christ's sake, he actually will as well. How you doing, Ian? Welcome in. Ian, you've missed some very peak one show stuff. Very peak. Peak one show. Oh, yeah, we need... Leonie, now you're here. We need to... You need to add that as a command, I'm afraid. The chat have spoken. We're 1-0 up. We're 1-0 up. And here is Old McDonald out to Golden. Down the right-hand side, they're looking for an equaliser. We've cleared it. Stuart Fletting agent. I love this Worcester team. I feel like every year, even though there's been a lot of turnover with the players, I feel like we've had like actual characters in our team that we can relate to and that we like that I enjoy. Like they've all got little nicknames. I like it. Liverpool want to sign Vlahovic in your save. Yeah, I've seen that a few times. Oh God, that was close. Seen the clip. Sometimes context doesn't help. Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, fair enough. There's no more to it. That's it. How do you spend your Saturday mornings? Well, usually I don't know how you'd explain that. I don't know how, like, sometimes people like, what are you up to this weekend? I'm just like, not much, chilling. I don't think they need to know the details of this. It's been a lot of pressure from Barrow here. Coerced into saying things from the chat. Yeah, Jepson, it could be 1-1. It is. Todd Miller deflected in. It's 1-1. They've had everything. Since we went 1-0 up, they have actually been the better team, I think, haven't they? MBO's on a 6.3 as well. You need to do exclamation mark Princess Fiona and then that clip link. This is good. Need competition. It's true. This is actually genuinely, it is good. We don't want to walk another league. I want to be able to play a whole league season with trials and tribulations. It is genuinely good. Yeah. Oh, Ian, 100%. I didn't make any changes, and now they're still on the attack. We might be breaking. MBO, he's got Seward with him. MBO down the right. Seward, space in the box. Martial Seward has made it 2-1. I'm just checking he's onside, which he is, which means we can all join into a lovely rendition of the Seward of life. Everybody together now. Takes a while to get going.
It's a Seward of life.
And in
Down in Clean's Lane.
Down in Clean's Lane.
He's unstoppable.
Oh, yeah. It's the kids crying moment. It is.
Do we find a place in a higher division?
It's a sword.
The Seward of life.
Who's singing? That's Kiz. That is Kiz singing that song. It's quite a lot, isn't it? There's a lot going on there. A tear to my eye every time. Also, what minute did he score in? He scored in the 49th minute. It's now the 72nd minute, and I've been making subs. Reminds you of the Go Compare. Yeah, he's got those Welsh lungs. Donal McNeely! That's good. I think that might be his first goal. Is it? Might be his first goal. I think it probably just popped up and I missed it. But he needs a song as well. And I've just not had time to get into the recording studio this week. So maybe today that is the job. I need to go. Today we'll know exactly which players we've signed for the season, ready for tomorrow. So we we might need to get Donal McNeely. Genuine question, how have you signed Donal McNeely? He literally refused to sign for my York City team in the Championship. I think, PLL, that's just what you find with FM saves, isn't it? He would have been out of contract without a club, and they significantly dropped their demands. Like, he just left Chelsea and was clearly without a club for a while. They drop their demands, don't they, when in different saves. A skill issue. No, it's not a skill issue. It's a luck thing, isn't it? It just is, because, yeah. It's one of them. Clay's just bet, I'm afraid. No, I don't think it's that. And we waited quite late in this window to get him as well, because he probably wouldn't have talked to us at the start of the window. But yeah. Marshall Seward, don't make it. Okay. I was like, do you know what? I think we're fine with just the one rendition today. And we almost got it again right at the end. But we are going to win this game. They looked good for a long time, and it looks like we're gonna see it out. Might even get a third here. Brogdon. Fofana! He's a centre-back. He's a free transfer of mine as well. Had him on trial and decided to disappear to a League One side instead. Weird. Not sure. Don't know. You need 3 a game, for Christ's sake. Yeah. Editor. That'd be the easy answer, wouldn't it? I think you're offside. Oh, he didn't come to him anyway. Whistle ref? With a very long last highlight. That YouTube comment this week about the top 10 vids. Did you? Which one? Because I mean, there's all of them. Oh yeah, I know the one you mean. I think it might be you that's the problem. They went through literally every player in the top 10. Like all of the like. So basically, this guy on YouTube went through all of like these. I'd say it was the strikers one. I can't actually remember, but he went through most of the top 10 strikers that I suggested. Lots of them are just the meta strikers that everyone uses, right? That anybody should be able to get a tune out of. And he went through them, picking them apart, saying, it was wingers, was it? So like he went through like Marcus Edwards and Madueke and all the other wingers and Kvaratskhelia and all of them, and basically was going, yeah, they're just rubbish. They're rubbish. Like I signed Marcus Edwards and he was crap, and I signed Madueke and he was just terrible, and I signed this one, and I went through like 6 of them and talking about how rubbish they were, basically saying that my suggestions were rubbish. And it occurred to me that he might have been the problem. And it hadn't occurred to him that it might have been him. But yeah, it's all engagement, isn't it? But yeah, it's kind of missing the point slightly himself there, wasn't he? Like, if it's 6 or 7 wingers that have been rubbish for you, maybe it's you. There's been a lot. I guess, like, I don't know. Dealing with YouTube comments is a really weird one, because people love to just go and like people, I don't know what it is about our culture. People just love to try and tear people down. There's been a lot, like when a video does better, there's obviously more comments and more new people watching the video who haven't quite, you know, when you first meet someone, you're always a little bit more, I don't know. I hate people when I first meet them, and then I get to know them. I'm like, they're really nice. And I guess that's the same with these people, right? You watch a video and you're like, I don't like this guy, and then maybe after you watch for a while, I really envy those people who will meet somebody or watch a video and really like somebody immediately. But I guess I'm a bit like that. But I would never then just go into the comments and start hating and trying to drag them down and like get like. I don't really understand that mindset. I don't really understand what's gone wrong in our culture to make that a thing that people like to do. But as a video gets more views, more people do that, right? I always like people from the beginning until they do shit I don't agree with. Yeah, I get I'd love to be that way around, Jack. I'm quite judgmental to start with, but I'm also quite aware of it as well. In that I'm like, I know this is me just being reluctant to make new friends and to like people, and I'm like, being aware of it at least means that you don't act on it and you don't be horrible to them, sort of thing. But anyway, yeah, with YouTube comments, people just love to try and drag you down. It's like, if you are getting angry at a Football Manager video that you're watching and needing to hate on somebody about a Football Manager video, you might be a bit of a shit person, because it's a big world and there are a lot of actual problems, and it's Football Manager. And it's not even, it's a Football Manager video that you've chosen to click on. Like, just sometimes, just look at yourself in the mirror and think, as you're about to press send on that comment, just think, what am I doing? Like, seriously. Maybe it's a 12-year-old. I think there's probably that a few times. There's one literally last night that was it last night or yesterday morning? And it was this guy who had like this big gym guy who was like, his profile picture was him like posing and like flexing, and he was like, got so angry, he was like, it's like 4 minutes of waffle in this video. I was like, It's me talking about Football Manager. I think the whole thing's waffle, mate. The whole, it's 27 minutes of waffle if you really want to get into that. And I was just thinking, what has it compelled you to write that? What has compelled you to think, God, I hate this guy who's making Football Manager videos? Like, just relax, and maybe stop. Like, just stop. I hate the culture of my opinion needs to be said at every opportunity. It's a wild one, isn't it? And like, it's easier to tear down than build up, exactly. But the thing is that people also then go on about, I know that this is a bit preaching, a little bit obvious, I suppose, but those comments do, like, have a genuine effect and impact, don't they? Like, genuinely on people. Like, you could have, and there's that thing, right? I think they've done like social studies on it, that you could have like 1,000 nice things said to you and then one thing that is not nice, and your brain actually triggers into like fight or flight and sends off, like, the way that your brain reacts is measurable to that one negative comment. You remember the negative one. Like, there's really interesting social studies on it, and it's like, but people are aware of that as well, and they still go and do that, and then will claim that don't worry about it, sort of thing. It's just one of them. Don't worry, you're a go. Thank you, Dom. No, but to be fair, I don't need to deal with that as much as a lot of people do, and I can always come back and say things like, this stream is 48 minutes of waffle. It absolutely is. Like, TikTok especially, Josh. Yeah, TikTok especially, because it is such a young audience, which is the worrying thing. Genuinely, that's the worrying thing, because that is the culture of young. Like, I struggle with it as a teacher. The way that my class treat each other now is, so I've been a teacher for about 10 years, let's say. The way that my classes treat each other now, the way that they speak to each other, is way more horrible than it has been in the past, and that is a social media change. And I guess that's like why is Keith Pants is ready for a new contract, by the way, just to go back to this take away from a very serious topic. Clopperstan, by the way, thank you so much for 2 months. Hello, Clates and the Clate community. I'm still not quite sure I'm on board with the Clate community thing. I appreciate that. Let's go free pants. But yeah, it is genuinely worrying, because it's all like WhatsApp groups now, and it's all social media, and that's the way you talk to people. It's faceless interaction. And that's banter. I hate the banter era. The banter era is the worst. Anyway, that's quite a I'm not going to give him a new contract just yet, I think. But yeah, there's a genuine conversation around that, isn't there? Again, very one show. In today's show, we look into the negative effects of social media on the next generation. Is WhatsApp... like, you can actually hear it, can't you? Are phones allowed in school now? No, not in school. But you know that, like, look, I teach year 6, that they are all in WhatsApp groups. And parents can, I get parents all the time saying, this person said this in the WhatsApp group, this person's being mean to this person in the WhatsApp group, and I'm like, where's the schools like welfare and what's the word I'm looking for, like duty of care? Where does that start and where does it end with things like WhatsApp and social media, which is a problem that also whenever things like this develop, schools and education is always that little bit behind, because you go with all the archaic ways of dealing with things and stuff. So yeah, it's one of them. What's within the school's remit? Exactly. Jurisdiction. Yeah, all of those words. You refuse to believe year 6s use WhatsApp. Yeah. They do. Exactly, PLE. It's like, how much do I get involved with this? Ultimately, it's on the parents, isn't it? But it is then, if it spills into school time in their conversations they're having, it's one of them, yeah. Yeah, exactly, gambling. Do you have Andrew Tate fans in class? No. And I've seen actually a few things about that, like schools banning. It's more secondary schools, I think. Like schools banning like people talking about Andrew Tate. It must have been an actual problem in their schools and things, but I've seen that be a thing, right? And now it's time for Alan Titchmarsh looking at how canals shaped Birmingham in the late 1900s. Just join the groups. I'm not sure there's a bit of there's an issue there, isn't there? Just remembered all the drama in our year 7 WhatsApp groups. Exactly, right? I'm sure some of you are young enough to think back where this was almost a thing, like when you were at school. And I think it was like MSN Messenger for me. I'm in year 13 at the moment, and a bunch of kids got suspended for starting a Top G club and associated group chat. That is madness, isn't it? Crazy. Did you have internet in year 6? Yeah, I think so. What year did the internet come out? Christ. Did you have internet when you were growing up? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had internet. We had a computer room when I was in year 6. What's more toxic, Twitch chat or a year 6 WhatsApp group? Year 6 WhatsApp group, I reckon. Try to accept these. Let's let Baby Edu go back to Brazil. He's going to the Brazilian 3rd division, which maybe says a lot. Should we loan him back for free? He's not going to be a star player. I'll tell you that for free. No, enjoyer. I'm not. Morning, Nerdiverse. How you doing, buddy? MSN Messenger, when your display name was like Rachel's. Oh, exactly. When you put like their initials in your status underneath your name. Nah, Baby Edo, a fraud. I'll get him got. I don't really want him back, especially as a star player. So I'm just gonna let him go. That is actually ages, isn't it? And end of their season is ages quantify. You're right. I don't think it's worth it, though. We're never going to use him. Send the assistant to this. That is fine. And should we have a quick look at who's available? Just in case anybody else has come up that's now available. Joseph Wood. But Woody, 7 finishing. Just in case, because the further we get actually end of August and things now, we might be getting people that are interested in signing that are now not as good. So let's just have a look. Good to stay on top of it. This guy, Idris Kanu. Looks all right. Ben Werman. Josh Harrop. Bebo was lovely. Oh, how good was Bebo? How controversial would Bebo be now, by the way? It was awful, wasn't it? But also, what a time. Your top 16 was absolutely ruthless. You had to rank your favourite friends in actual order from 1 to 16. And you were buzzing when you were on people's top 16s and sharing the love. That was mad, wasn't it? So weird. It's even thinking of that was like, that's so dystopian. And that was so long ago that now it's gone even for like, now we have like the metaverse. But that's madness, isn't it? Good job I wouldn't have to bother with the top 16. That top 16 was stress, man. You were keeping spreadsheets on your day-to-day interactions with your friends. Of like, do you know what? He did let me use his football at break, so actually maybe that means he could jump up above. Madness. I spent a lot of time on my BBM statuses. Yeah, BBM was a time as well. That was also wild. Love BBM. Does Twitch chat share the love? I feel like we should at the start of each stream. We should you can share the love with another chat member. Should we bring it back? I wonder if you could do something like that. You know how you can have like you put it like random chats that it has like you like I don't know like high fived another one. You can like high five across like to another chat member. Shared the love. Time for Clay's top 16 viewers. Yes, that's a great idea. That's so funny. What's the worst thing you had to deal with as a teacher? I'm not sure. Nothing springs to mind immediately. Not sure. Right, these are loans. Let's just look at the most highest reputation player that is interested in joining us. Yeah, Facebook pokes were weird as well. Really weird. Oh, look. Augustus McGiff actually comes up here to sign. Interested. He's the highest rep player that would actually want to join us as well. And Lamine Leno. Any of these players jump out to you as a player that we should sign? This guy's 6'5" and a striker. He can't run. But, I mean, That in itself is something to look at, isn't it? Bring him home. I don't know if we need to now. He's on a free in December. So maybe we should do that. You can still poke people on Facebook. Can you? Wow. Oh yeah, Dylan. The days. MSN Messenger, those were the days. Shay Dunkley. Why do I think I've tried to sign him before. He's 34 now, but he looks alright. This guy's got a cool name. Basilio Rieno Sokolica. You what? What did you do? And if you believe, take good care. Getting pinged on BBM. Oh, yeah. Who's winning the early kickoff? I think City. I think City, but I can see the world where they drop points, to be fair. If you untick the interested button, you can get a few higher profile players that might be slightly interested. Yeah, but then how do I sort through that? Because look, now it's Erling Haaland. I guess if I go to free transfers, possibly I could have a look at them, but more often than not, I guess there's not that many more high rep ones. Do you reckon I can get any of these? Like Isaac Hayden? Are you interested? Wouldn't be interested. See a cracking in my opinion. Do you reckon? Haaland wants in. I mean, that'd be good, wouldn't it? I guess we could have a look around these for the lower rep ones. Chucky's still on a free. He's still on a free, chat. Why would you not want to come home? You haven't got a club. Chucky. Surely, like, please. Oh, Leon Judge. Did we look at this guy? Flipping heck. How can we... He must be not that far away from wanting to join. Not Lee Judge. He's done it again. Not that one. Only 6'1". Yeah, but he does have the jumping reach. And heading's good. Too short, yeah. But he looks good, Lee Judge. Take him on trial. He's on an amateur. I mean, let's see if he wants to come in for a trial. But he looks really good. And only 20. Someone that we've not noticed before. Hungbo's I've signed him before or tried to, I'm sure. Was it as a left back? I think I might have used him as a left back previously. Is there any big guys here that we should be looking at? 6'4" centre back. Iden Namies. 6'3" Keenan Davies. Or Davis. I mean, if you do want to come, I would sign you, but I doubt you do. He would require to get promoted. Do you want a trial? Judge has mean potential. He does. He'll be the judge of that. Bribe the judge. He does. Ethan Laird. Wow. Like some of these, like Hibernian are signing it. Please, like Ethan Laird, just like you don't have a team. Shall I add a few of these to the shortlist and like scout them then, just in case it means that they become interested? Like Tio Corbini, how do you say it? Corbino, the Wolves guy. Look. Can we download the skin? Yeah, if you do exclamation mark skin, you'll be able to see it. I'm just going to do like a selection. Just add them to a shortlist and maybe... Can I just get a scout report on them? 14k. Worth it. Done it. They'll drop down potentially after the window. Yeah, maybe actually when the window does close, like Miguel Aziz would be unbelievable for us, wouldn't he? Financial muscle. To be fair, our financial muscle's quite good, though. Is he not starting? Isaac. That's weird. Like, Madrano, please just join. Please. I don't know what else to do with him. Did I add him? I haven't declared interest yet. You have 3 months scout budget left after that for the season. That'd be all right, wouldn't it? Be fine. I still haven't declared interest in Madrano. But again, will he, after the window closes, be more interested? It's only a couple of days. Shall I wait a couple of days? Was Aziz at Hereford? No, must be a different one. On the Hereford save, I think so, yeah. Yeah, we had him in the Hereford save, potentially. Not in real life, though, right? Yeah. That makes more sense. I was like, I don't think so. But I think we did sign him in the Hereford save. Yeah, okay, Dirty Dog, I get you. You had a better memory than me there, I think. We made the quarterfinal of the FA Cup. We have the financial muscle. I know, exactly. Right. He had a year out in it. He did, didn't he? Okay, Judge does not want to join us on a trial, nor does Keenan Davies. But I keep saying Davies for him, even though it's clearly Davis. I'm sorry for that. That's weird what I'm doing there. Let's go past the window closing because we're signing free transfers anyway. So let's see if they become more available in like 3 days. We'll play the next game and have another look. Woo. Oh, cheers, by the way. Little cup of orange and pineapple. Oh, I've done the wrong button, but orange and pineapple this week is the squash. So cheers. I've drank that weirdly, haven't I? I'm holding it right at the bottom. Does this unnerve people? Because I saw it in the... I saw the camera in there and I was like, that looked weird. It did actually. It moved along before me having to do it manually. That was good, wasn't it? Oh yeah, how's Harvey doing? 2 goals! Go on, Charlie. Go on, Charlie, scoring goals at Kidderminster. Jesus Christ, he's scoring goals at Kidderminster. He's got 8 in 5. Maybe we shouldn't have loaned out Charlie Harvey. To be honest, this guy is a goal scorer. He's played 2 games for us and scored 3. He's played 5 for Kidderminster and scored 8. He must be like, why am I not in this team? 5 games, 3 player of the matches as well. He's killing it. Yeah, just loaned him out though. Remember we bid for a striker from a league rival team to get others to come in for him? Did it work? No, Carlson. I can't remember his name, but I remember the one you mean. No one else bid for him. I remember looking at it. It was a good try, but it didn't work. Right, we're playing Eastleigh. Eastleigh sit 15th. We are not needing to change too much. Everybody is fully fit and happy, which is a weird situation. Did Morgan... Yeah, he signed his new contract, I think. I guess... Just going to put you in, I think. Is Cyberbully... Oh, yeah, we need to check Cyberbully, don't we? Let's check Cyberbully after this game. Is he any good? We looked at him before and he wasn't interested. I wonder if he's actually good anymore. That would be a bit of a callback, wouldn't it? Because we never got to sign Cyberbully in the end. And he just scored loads in whatever league we were in at that time, didn't he? Cybolski. All right, underway here at... Are we at Agbra now? Yeah, we're at Agbra now, right? Oh, Matt Walker. He's scored from the set piece and he just passed it in, which bodes well, actually. I know that we've had the update, haven't we? Seems like that's a lovely goal. It's a lovely set piece. Keeper, not great from you. But, yeah, that's nice. Nice little dink over the top. Did anyone else get an error message about missing skeleton files when starting the game after the update? No, Seiki. That's worrying, but no. MBO. Seward. Everybody get ready to sing a very long... I didn't press it. He was offside. That's close. He was off. It's a good finish, but he was off. Keeper did a Pickford. He kind of did, didn't he? The lone guy's at the same ground. Yeah, he is, right? Yeah, he is. Yeah, I think we said that last time. Charlie Harvey. So he's playing here. He scored again. Matt Walker's got 2. This guy's he's only 6'2". We've got a 6'9" centre-back next to him, or 6'8" centre-back next to him. But it's Matt Walker that keeps scoring all the set pieces. You had an ad while you answered my chat question. All good, I'll say it again now, Carlson. Hopefully you can hear this now. No, it didn't work. We tried it and it did. With no bids came in. I remember looking at it. I can't remember his name, but no, it didn't work. Give him a song. He might need one if he keeps scoring. I'm sure Walker we can fit into a song. MBO! Oh, beauty. We haven't heard his song in a while. Everybody together. MBO!
Nathan Butler or your Deji.
Yeah, Pav, I will.
He's our striker, he's our number 9.
He's wearing number 10.
Nathan Butler or your Deji. He'll keep scoring all the time.
Yeah, maybe we should swap them in the set pieces. Nathan Butler or your Deji. It's probably this one, right? I think they were the wrong way around anyway, I think. It was this, right? I swear that Walker was outside of him, so it should be that way, unless it was on this side, they're the other way, but they're not. I mean, I'll swap them anyway, but... Well, unless it was a deep one. Even then, yeah, even then he's outside. Maybe he just needs to be inside. I'll swap them and just see if it works. But oh, he's out. Oh, hang on. He's outside there. Yeah, that's what I thought, Pav. It must have been. Was it from the right there? Because he's outside on that one. Because I had it so that he was supposed to be the outside one. Let's just, to be honest, shall I go and put them through and make sure he's the outside one then? Let's watch it on the next couple because it's confusing now. Because he was outside on all of them, but there was one where he wasn't, which is annoying. I'll put him outside because I feel like that's the place it should be. Or I don't need to do it on that one. Did you do Create a Club? No, Decky. We used the lower league database. The level 10 lower league database, which if you do ! database, you'll be able to get a link to. I'm worried my Saturday... You're worried. I'm worried my Saturday morning ritual now is tuning in to watch Clates sing and discuss social media culture. Yeah, among other topics, like Princess Fiona's rear end, and, you know, and the One Show. But yes. How you doing, Parkway? I hope you're good, my friend. Seward! MBO! We've just heard his song once. I think we're going to hear it again. Just checking he's on side. He is. It's 4-0 first half. Get in.
For your day, G.
He's our what?
He's our striker. He's our number 9.
What's his name?
Nathan Butler or your day, G.
What does he keep doing?
He'll keep scoring all the time.
I'm not sure the ad-libs are as good on this song. He's just about on side. We're 4-0 up. Eastleigh are terrible. I think the update has fixed quite a few of the defensive issues. Not everything, but the majority are now dealt with. Hopefully, yeah, I've seen free kicks being saved by keepers more often, which is quite nice because a lot of them did go in. Oh, Adani! Oh, should have been 5. Could have been. Should have been 5. Yeah, you also hear crime stories of Deliveroo. Not crime, but stories about Deliveroo. True. So we went to our friends last night, which is another reason why the stream was slightly delayed. We went to they also got engaged recently, so they had engagement drinks. So we went to that last night, and oh god, they've scored. Good goal. Secret ingredient is crime, exactly. And there wasn't much food there, but we was just around their flat, so it was all fun, all good, all nice. But I came back and I was absolutely starving. I was like, Kat, we need to get some food. So we got a 1 a.m. pizza last night. Is this weird from the Deliveroo driver? Out the front of my house is we've got a gate and then a little path up to the door and then the door. And it's 1 a.m. and the knock at the door, the pizza's here. Fine, 2 pizzas. I open the door and he stood, it's not posh, it's really not, but he stood behind the gate. So I open the door and I'm like, well, I can't. I need to go out. It's not a gate is posh. No, it's not. It's really not. I'll take a photo of my gate, but I don't want to dox myself. But I had to then go back in to get some shoes on to go and get it from the gate and go outside, all while holding Lenny because didn't want him to run out to the road and stuff. I was like, you've made this difficult here. You just stood by the door. Gate is up a gate. No, it's not. No. A code for the gate would be proprietary. Yeah, there's no code. In fact, I don't even think the hook on it works. The lock on it. Gated community. Nobody said gated community. Pretty normal, to be honest. I'm not sure it is, right? Just pass it to me, mate. Deliveroo code. Yeah, not that. Get some WD-40. Yeah, no, it's not that. I think it's quite old, so I think it's where the groove that it would usually sit in has worn away, so it kind of just slides off. Is the thing. Yeah, so he's knocked on the door and gone and stood. I get it. He wants to make a quick getaway and get away, but I'm like, obvious. I don't just stand by the door. Happens to me a lot. Yeah, it has happened to me before, actually. Yeah, I don't think it's not hugely weird, but it's just annoying. I'm like, could you have not done that? Gate in a path, bloody Tory. Honestly, you could say on the internet, I've got a bed. And people are like, you got a bed, Tory? On the internet. Genuinely. Especially in this chat. You actually couldn't you? It's actually hilarious, but yeah. A bed, massive Tory. I bet you've even got... I bet you use sheets on that as well. You got bed now? Bloody hell. It's really funny. It's so true, isn't it? It's so true. Look at those glasses. I bet you pay full price for them, you Tory. Honestly, anything. It could be anything. Right, let's do a couple of subs here. Let's bring Luther Williams, give him a little go. You're watching in bed? Flipping heck, you Tory. Yeah, the class divide. There's a bigger question there, isn't there? On today's show, we'll be discussing the question, is having a gate Tory? Hang on a minute. Have you got lights on? Flipping heck, you know. You're laughing during this economy. Yeah, honestly, you could do anything, couldn't you? Fuck the Tories. I love playing for crosses and having 19 jumping reach bloke just jump over everyone. Yeah, I feel like we should have seen that a bit more from Mamadou Fofana. Oh my god, he's got a hat trick. Matt Walker's got his hat trick, everybody. Can we get some hat trick celebration vibes in the chat, please? Matt Walker's completed it. One was an own goal, but it's a great finish. 4-2. Weird game. He's all over it, Matt Walker, look. Hat trick, hooray! Having a moat is Tory. I will give you that one, yeah. Just needs a red card now, yeah. Did I do all 3 subs? I did. I think I can make subs, can't I? Walk this way. Yep, like it, Pav. If he continues to score goals, he's going to need a song, isn't he? We should do a song for Williams as well, by the way, because we've got so many of them. 3 of the best. He's made them pay. Anthony Martial. All right, can we not bottle this game, by the way? Because we were 4-0 up. So if they score the next goal, I will start to worry. McNeely's going to score anyway. Oh, my word. What a terrible finish. Walker this way. Talker this way. Yeah, it works. It works. Honestly, some of the conversation stems that we've had. Really funny. Right. Oh, yeah, we've got teams out, right? For the City Newcastle. So no Isaac. Let me have a look at what the rest of the team is. Is it normally at this time? It is normally at this time. I'll be getting ready for football. This 6 p.m. kickoff thing is bloody lovely. Do you like owls? They're in again. Ah! He's missed it. Lucky. This could genuinely. They could have made this an actual game. They've had everything. They haven't had everything. They've hit the target once, but they've had actual chances. Do you play FPL? Yeah, not very well, but yes. Thoughts on Hulk Hogan, for Christ's sake. They've been up 15 minutes. Yeah, I know. We talked about it earlier. I just meant that I haven't checked it. Sorry, Beyond. John Stones has been absent for Manchester City. Thank you for that. Ake Diaz Akanji, Gundogan De Bruyne. That team's weird. Why is Kyle Walker playing centre mid in this lineup that I'm looking at? And Rodri's playing right wing. So thank you, BBC Sport. Like, why do they always Pep in it? Pep's lost it. Why is Walker there? And Rodri there? Like, somebody, why have they put that out? Like, surely they'd be like, just don't put that out. Like, I know it happens all the time. Almiron, Wilson, Anthony Gordon starts. Interesting. Yeah, BBC always mess up. Yeah, it just changed. Yeah, I know. It will change. It's just, I guess they just do it. They updated it during you. Oh, did it? It updated literally as I was showing you. Oh my God, it did. Wow. I knew you said just change. I thought you meant you were looking at it. It actually changed to 4231 as I was showing you it. See, I've got eyes. Or from the BBC watch this stream. They're like, flipping heck, he's making a mockery of us. Change it. Someone lost their job just then, didn't they? You have eyes? Sorry. Oh, yeah, Leonie asked this as well. It's really sad about Firmino, isn't it? But also, he's going to get the right type of goodbye, I think. I love Roberto Firmino. Bobby Firmino is For a long, long time, when people ask who's my favourite player, which I don't know if I don't really think you need to have a favourite player when you're an adult, but people do ask you that, don't they? It is. I do think I am really sad about Firmino. Some amazing memories, like a genuinely really lovable footballer to have at your team over a period where we were really good. So it's going to be really sad when he does go. Wonder where he goes. Could see Bayern. Yeah, I could see like Spain, Italy, something like that. Like some of the goals, I watched back like a compilation of his goals that Sky put out, and there's just so many. Like it's amazing. I think Italy, yeah, maybe back to Brazil, something like that. Hopefully he can go and play in like a slower league where he's going to be still really good, because I think he can be still really good, but I think he's I think it's probably about the right time now, isn't it? I hope he gets a good move though, definitely. Bayern have Moting. Cheaper Moting, by the way. There's an actual story in that, isn't there? Like, he was a clown. He was clowned. He wasn't a clown. He was clowned by the world of football. And now he's genuinely good. And Bayern... I love those stories where a player becomes... He was at Stoke and was considered not very good when he was at Stoke, right? He's got an amazing agent, but it proves that players develop at different times and different systems and things like. No, I love the Choupo-Moting story. I really like it. So what HelloFresh meals did you make this week? Totally not a plug. I haven't made any yet. Mine, I've got 3 of them in the fridge ready to go for this week. They only came on Thursday, to be fair, and it's now Saturday. We've got though some good ones. Some like a good halloumi one ready to go. But we're actually crap without a striker. Almost had to begin starting him this year, and he became considerably better. Yeah. Now he's like picking up the man of the match in games. Really, really cool. He was awful at Stoke, like mind-bogglingly bad. Exactly. Like it wasn't just that like he developed. He was genuinely clowned, and people were taking the mick because he was so bad. And then he got the move to Bayern. And everyone's like, because he went to, was he at PSG? What was his career arc? Because there were some really weird moves in there. Like it's a strange one. He was at PSG, right? Went to PSG first, and then to Bayern. Like it makes no sense, but that's why it's so interesting, isn't it? As Harvey scored again. Oh my god, this guy's he's a beast. He's a beast. A lot of people do clown strikers that play in the Prem and then they go elsewhere and they're great. This is really true. Like look at like Giroud, for example, and people like that. Yeah, 100% that does happen. He has 9 goals in 16 games, 12 starts, a very good record. Yeah, actually really cool. How are you doing at, where are you? Radcliffe. Daniel Radcliffe. You're not doing amazing. Weghorst. Yeah. Aspas. I mean, Aspas was bad, though. Perfect example is Werner. Like, is it because the league is a certain way, or is it because of the fans' opinions of it? Yeah, Gnabry couldn't get a game for West Brom. Gnabry, I guess, was younger, right? Because Choupo-Moting, how old was he when he was at... Haller, exactly. Yeah, Haller's definitely one. How old was Choupo-Moting when he was at Stoke? Was he young? Or I don't feel like he was super young, right? Like Gnabry, you could say that he was like before he properly developed. But yeah, certainly a conversation there, isn't there? Cyberbully, yes. I need to look at Cybolski, see if he's available. Botos Cybolski, 6'5", playing at Sandecja. I don't know if he's good enough. Would he be interested? Wouldn't be interested anyway. He's only just joined his new club from Derby. He's 27 at Stoke. There you go. There you go then. Thought not. I didn't think he was super young. Turns out he wasn't young at all. This was after Gnabry had his good stint in our first team. Yeah, it's true. That is true. But it still wasn't, like, he was still young though, wasn't he? Do you remember Nuri Sahin at Liverpool? Yeah. I was so hoping he'd be good. I was genuinely excited about that signing. So I remember we beat Arsenal to sign in Shaheen, didn't we? And it was like a proper between the two teams, because one of my good friends is an Arsenal fan, and we were both, I remember making a bit of a deal of it, that he went to Liverpool, and I was really excited. And then he played out of position. I don't know why we played him like Rodgers was playing him as like a 10. I was like, it was weird. Because he could have been really good. There's one game, I can't remember who we played. There's one game where I think he scored and he was like our best player. And then, yeah, we just didn't see him again. It was under Rodgers, yeah. There you go. Player of the month, Charlie Harvey. Right, we're into... Did the window close for some teams? For, like, league teams? Or is that today? Can I see? Does it say it on the calendar? No. So... Realised Emre Can is still only 29 a few days ago. He should be retiring. Yeah. He was quite young when he's at Liverpool as well, wasn't he? Should we have a look at some more players just in case they've come up? I kind of doubt they would, but let's just look at these and see if any of them are now interested. Oh, yeah, no, I think we can as well, Adam. I mean, I want to see if these players are available. Like, are now interested now that the window's closed. Don't think anyone else. They haven't come up, have they? Not yet. Should we continue a little bit more and see if that changes? Because none of the ones that I've added now to the shortlist are... Like you, for example, still not interested. Lino. Bringing midfielders from the Bundesliga can be bad as bringing strikers. I feel bad for Nkunku, who's going to disappear at Chelsea. Weird, isn't it? Do you think the Mason Mount to Liverpool thing is an actual thing, by the way? Because the more I think of it, the more it does kind of make sense to me. Because if he's not getting in the team now, which I don't know if that's like a if that's a consistent thing, but just with the sheer number of players that have started, that they've brought in, I think Klopp would be all over a Mount signing. I think he is like, I think he'd be, I don't want to say perfect, but I think he'll be good. I think he is the type of midfielder that Klopp would love. If they let him go, they'll have homegrown issues. Possibly there's that to think of, yeah. I want to see it, him flourish, and all the Chelsea fans that badmouthed him will go quiet. It's a weird one as well. Why do they hate him? I know James Alcott made a video, right, about why Chelsea fans... I haven't watched it. Actually unbelievable at pressing, right? He's such a Klopp midfielder. But, some Chelsea fans, Mason Mount was their favourite player for a long time. I don't know why they had favourite players if they're adults, but... for a while, right? He'll turn out to be another Ox. I don't know. Well, Ox also. You say that as if Ox wasn't one of our most important midfielders for a long time before injuries just killed him. Ox was starting in the Champions League semi-finals against Manchester City and being our best player and scoring goals. Like, Ox was genuinely for a long time a first choice midfielder in a Liverpool 3. I think that is very easy to forget that. I get that. I think Liverpool fans forget that too. Imagine a Mount, Thiago, Bellingham midfield, right? They can afford to lose him, but they really shouldn't be losing him. Yeah, homegrown wise, they have James Mount, Gallagher. But like Gallagher, is Gallagher going to stay? I could see him going as well. The thing is, do Chelsea need the homegrown thing? Like, I don't exactly know how it works, but like, do they have enough youngsters and things that they could, I don't know. Because their youth academy is so big and things.
G_46
G46 George, 2 years. 2 years. Yeah, exactly, right? They've signed a metric ton, exactly. There you go. Do some sub emotes. Thank you very much for the 2 years. Another really long resub. That's cool. 2 good ears. Mount can give Liverpool 2 years tops. That's what I'm saying. I see what you're saying, right? I don't know. I think I'm kind of on board with it. I'm not like a huge Mount fan, but I'm kind of on board with it. If Klopp thinks... in Klopp we trust generally, for me anyway. So, yeah, I'm kind of on board with it. Do you know what's annoying me? This is a very specific annoyance. What's annoying me at the moment, and I might need to unfollow him, is how often Fabrizio Romano tweets about Andre Santos. Like, is he getting paid by that agent or something? Because what every other tweet is about Andre Santos. I'm like, we get it. We get it, Fabrizio. Yeah, he's definitely getting paid. But I'm like, that's just... Oh, it's so annoying. It's mad that is a way that people influence people's opinions of players. And like, you drive up the bargaining on a player, or like the rep of a player by paying reporters and journalists. This is why Ornstein and local reporters are better. Yeah. He's an internet celebrity more than anything. He has kind of fallen off, hasn't he? He's overdone it. It's that RS meme, overdoing it. It's that, isn't it, now? May as well start his tweet with ad. Yeah, I wonder if there is like... you're getting paid for something, do you need to? I don't know. Like, it's a bit murky, isn't it? He's definitely a tapping merchant as well. How you doing, Foxy? Definitely. But like, yeah, not great. Right, what was I looking at this for? I think we'll just have to continue a couple of days. No one's jumping out that's now interested. And from our scouting, doesn't seem like it's changed much. So let's continue a couple of days. Oh, yeah. Yeah, really weird. The Caicedo new contract is a weird one. I think it's probably just smart from Brighton, though. And Caicedo gets paid better until the end of the season, that if somebody did come in for him, they'd get more money. Right? It's just they're just protecting themselves, right? Yesterday at work, I watched somebody miss an open goal from 1 yard out. This is someone who gets paid to play football. Yeah. I bet there's a release clause in it, which is high too. You'd think. I think it was reported that there was no release clause, but you can obviously get around these things, can't you? And you can talk about like specific release clauses and things, and yeah, I'm sure that there's something in it, even if it's just like an agreement type thing. It's like when Suarez signed his new contract and then went the season after. Makes him less unsettled, and he was on like a relatively smaller wage, wasn't he, compared to other players? So it makes a lot of sense. Think Romano will end up selling himself to the industry and officially becoming an agent? I mean, possibly. I could see that, yeah. I don't think he was on 3k per week. I think that was a bit of a myth, because everyone was reporting that, and I'm pretty sure he was on higher than that anyway. But I saw that going around when the Arsenal-Chelsea thing was going on, right? Brighton finishing 4th would be lovely, yeah. I hope they don't. I hope Liverpool somehow manage to pull it out of the fire. I'm not massively optimistic. Today will be a big marker on that point. They're right there. They could do it. It's just I'm just not convinced of any consistency for the rest of the season. If they beat United tomorrow, then I'll be full on that train. But United are good, so it's one of them, innit? With it being at Anfield, I'm a little bit more optimistic. Next 5 games are huge, and they are difficult as well. That's another thing. I was looking at the fixture list. I was like, Liverpool games are hard. Like, a lot of, at least the really tough games are at home, like the United game, and there's a few more. But they're not an easy run. So we'll see. We'll see. Lopetegui beat himself in the week. Yeah, he kind of did, didn't he? I think Liverpool were actually all right. Like, the first, like, Wolves didn't have a shot after 14, did they? They literally didn't have a shot at goal after 14 minutes. So, kind of did. I don't know what he's doing with, like, Nunes out wide and things. It was weird. It's a weird one. Please don't score 9 again. Yeah, at Bournemouth, though, I could see Liverpool losing at Bournemouth. Like, honestly, it feels like the Forest game. I could see, weird, I could see Liverpool losing that one. And that's a team that he scored 9 against last time. Play City, Chelsea and Arsenal back-to-back after international break. Also, randomly got now, because of Fulham getting through in the FA Cup, Liverpool have got like a 16-day break. Weird. Yeah, left mid in a 4-4-2 is okay. In a 4-3-3, what are you doing? And that's like a recruitment thing, isn't it, Pav? It's like clearly not fancying Podence. He's been rubbish coming off the bench. And then you've brought in like Sarabia, which I don't like. Sarabia seems like a bit of a mid player. I don't really know what he does. I don't know. And also, Wolves' elephant in the room is Raul Jimenez. I'm not even sure it's an elephant in the room. I think it's just a problem staring you in the face these days, that Raul Jimenez is an issue. And I don't think he's very good anymore. Park it out calls from Bruges, by the way. Is there actually? Wow. Yeah, I've seen that Ryan Fraser's been training with the under-21s now, isn't he? Karma's a lovely thing, yeah. Moutinho starting to roll his issues. Yeah, definitely. All right. To be fair, he was never that good. There was a time where Raul Jimenez was really good. And, like, it might have been just a patch. But no, there was a time where he was good. For sure. Before the head injury, definitely. They lost to Ustende. Yeah, pre-injury, exactly. There's a Bruges fan in Discord I'm in, and it's been very, very dire from the sound of things. Wow. Yeah, I think he's good until the injury as well. Just such a sad story, really, isn't it? If an injury's like done, like really has stunted his career. Didn't just lose, got whacked, did they? Wow. Is the plan to stream early kickoff or past it? Not sure. We'll see where we're at when it starts, because I kind of want to watch it too, but I know that I did. What have I just done there? Accidentally sent somebody on a leadership course. Accidentally. Did not mean to do that. I meant to praise them. I meant to praise them for their... I can't undo that now, can I? Meant to praise their training. He's off now becoming a captain. Yeah, he was linked to United, wasn't he, Jimenez? Yeah. Right, chat, I'm very aware we're chatting football, which is great, but in the game, I'm just kind of going to play through some matches, I think. We've started unbelievably. We've won our first 5, 3 games today. Boreham Wood next. Our first Leone derby of the save. And yeah, we'll just keep playing through. I'm going to keep checking these players to see if they become available, to see if anybody wants to talk, but my feeling is that I guess they don't. Are these guys new? Laurent Jans, he's a right back. Nah, he's 34 from Luxembourg, which is a weird one. Good luck on the leadership course. Very odd, isn't it? Jordan Thompson. Looks quite good, actually. Northern Ireland, 29, though. And we've got a lot of midfielders as well, so possibly not. Louis Holzman is ridiculously good. He popped up in the recommendations, did he? There he is. I think this would be a loan, right? He's 5'10", though. He's 5'10". We can't do that. Garden Peas fan. Hey there, Clay community. I don't know how I feel about it. Ooh, really, Foxy? That's cool. I'm enjoying it so far. There's been no major downturns. That's cool, though. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to loan him at 5'10". Oh, was it? They're fair enough. Just see if any of these are worth loaning, I suppose. I don't think so. Not over our midfielders, anyway. He looks quite good. American. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. If you're playing a 3, that's different, isn't it? 50 interceptions a game, wow. These guys, are these free transfers? These are free transfers now. I assume, I mean, these guys won't get work permits. I assume he's not interested, but imagine signing this guy. He's not interested. Have you asked for affiliate again? Yes. Quite recently, we asked for another affiliate. So hopefully... Oops. Charlie Patino's on a free. Charlie, you know what to do. Let's declare interest and just see if we can convince him. Charlie, you know what to do. You're on a free. You, like, he doesn't sign for us, but you want to. I've offered him a trial, yeah. Maybe someone in the chat knows, but can I... some way make my assistant responsible for tactics and team in FM Arcade? Oh, I don't know, Fangio. Sorry. Don't know. Can I recommend you about a player that most of the time will do so good for the lower leagues? You can absolutely recommend, yeah. He's got a proper chant, yeah. Oh, look at this guy. I mean, I don't know why he's even popping up, but I'd love to sign you, Oz. I got excited and then I was like, okay, these guys are not even interested, are they? So... maybe I need to go a little bit further down. I also need... they need to get work permits, and there's a lot of, like, Israeli players here. You're an affiliate already. I'm not an affiliate. I'm a partner. What do you think happens with Tony? I think he gets a pretty hefty ban, to be honest. I think it's the only thing I can see happening. If you look at, like, the history of it, if you look at, like, Barton and things, I think he gets a pretty hefty ban. Have a look at Luis Fiorini. He was free and willing to go to you in your save. How do you know that? Was he on the list? Fair enough. Yeah, he is quite good. Would he be better than half of our midfielders? But he is good. And he's 24. And he is on a free. Howdy. Howdy. He is good. He used to play for Man City. He's actually played for Man City as well, look, a couple of times. Signed him before, sold him for like 50 mil. Should I sign this guy? Get him in. He has his doubts. He wants a lot of money. His wage is quite high and wants to be a star player, but I think he's actually really good, isn't he? Let's see if we can remove these. Strength and defense, star player, fine. Okay. We can offer you 950. You want 4.5K. All right. Good suggestion. Not happening though, is it? Give him the world in bonuses. We're never getting close to that. We can offer 950 after the window. I think we're after the window now though, right? When does the window close then? Because we're on 4th of September. Like the longer it goes on and he's still on a free, then possibly we need to keep looking at him. Even all of these guys, like this guy would score so many goals for us. Mason Burstow, 6'2", pretty fast, pretty good all around. He would score so many, but he's just not interested. Yeah, like October, yeah. And this guy, I just keep coming back to him. I'm like, why will you not play for me? He isn't not willing to relocate. All right. We've declared interest in Patino as well to see if we can convince him, but there we go. Patino rejects us. Cool. That took a while, didn't it? Financial muscle. I'll show you muscle. All right. Let's continue and see. 4-week trial on Lewis. Fiorini. Yeah, let's see if he'll come in. Yeah, and I don't know, Ian, to be honest. I don't know, okay? I don't know. Fiorini said no to that. Ooh, Kerwin English. I don't care. Maybe a 1-week trial. Maybe a 1-week trial. More than a feeling. This is his song, isn't it? Mason. What's his name? I've forgotten his name. I can't sing his song. Donnell McNeely. Donnell McNeely. That's it. 1-week rolling trial, exactly. Let's see if he'll come in for that instead. Donnell McNeely, Donnell McNeely. Duke McKenna is on Guyana international duty, which is cool. Let's put Pelletier on the bench for this one. We've asked Lawless. I've asked for one. They said yes. We'll see if they actually find one. They possibly won't. It seems to be the case, but we'll see. All right, these two are scoring goals. The team's doing all right. I think we just keep them, don't we? Yeah. Let's go again. Oh. Let's change those set pieces. In fact, it's probably just that one that I looked at, which is maybe just... It was just this one, wasn't it? No, he's outside there. He's inside there. It's just that one. That's just not very nice, Ian. That's just not very nice. It's just not very nice. I'm ripped. Right. That's what I mean. You know when people on the internet just try and drag you down for no reason. Is that Tom Cannon? It's Tom Cannon. If you know, you know. It's our guy. It's our boy. Sing the song. If you know the song, it's Tom Cannonball. I missed you, Tom Cannonball. And he plays for Boreham Wood, Leone. And he's been there this whole save. Wow. Amazing. What a boy. What a boy. How's the second coming of Christ Heskey Jr. been playing? Good, actually. He's a midfielder, so we've not seen a lot of him. He has scored a goal. When he flowed like Tom Cannonball. What a song. I don't know if I've still got that song somewhere. I'm sure I do somewhere. He had one of the OG songs. MBO has scored early. That's not taken a long time. Come on!
Butler or your day.
He just did a little dance. Did you see that?
He's our striker, he's our number 9. Nathan Butler or your Deji. He'll keep scoring all the time.
Right, good start indeed. Williams, Venus Williams. He should have scored there. There's far too many people in the stands for that to be a Boreham Wood game. It's broken my immersion. Nah, but this is when the great Worcester City come to town. Right, so that's a different story, isn't it? I'm surprised it's not packed actually. Worcester City are here. Oldham, by the way, they've won their first 5 as well. So we actually might be in a bit of competition with them, which is cool. Heskey wins it back to Seward. The great WC, exactly. Fafana. Stuart Fletting agents. Seward to cross it. Venus Williams. Brogdon. Oh, when the sauce. Exactly. Does Boreham Wood have this? Hang on. Who the flip is that? Who's that? He hasn't paid for a ticket. Has he? If you want to watch a Boreham Wood game, just go and get an office. There's another. He's there again. There's 2 of them. That's creepy. That is. That's not all right. We've just got 2 orange-shirted Sheldon Cooper-looking twins in this creepy office block behind the stadium. Any more Sheldon Coopers in there? He's watching on his break, yeah. And he doesn't have arms. Yeah, exactly. I love seeing like things like that. Long break, yeah, an hour and a half break. What's his job? God, the fans are loving it as well. Look at them going wild for 1-0 down against Worcester. Okay, keeper claims it. Yeah, he's skipping the £4 entrance fee. Couldn't get a seat apparently. Any buildings over this side? Bit of a shed. Doing you wrong. Lovely little park here. Look, some nice trees. Let's see what's on the other side. Got some more cattle markets over here. Yeah. It's nice. Oh, look at this bit over here. What's that? That's hideous. Whatever that is. Anyway. I've made myself feel weird now because of the reverse view. Let's go back to Sheldon Cooper. Be weird if you saw one of them walk off now, wouldn't it? That's the Big Brother house, not cattle markets. Looks like cattle markets in Hereford, which is the only thing I've got it to compare to. And it looks exactly like that. Doorknobs and hinges. Afternoon, mate. How you doing, buddy? Watched your videos. I am glad to hear it. Welcome in, dude. Probably the VIP room. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? It looks a bit corporate, that red box thing, doesn't it? It's probably that. Penalty! Warren went in too aggressively on Seward, and Owadani has the chance to make it 2 from the spot, which he duly obliges. Watch games on top of that multi-story, yeah. Yeah, exactly. All right, 2-0. Happy days, yeah, exactly. With the new, was it Old Market they call it? Is that what it's called? That whole new bit? It's Miller and a Carter. Yeah, Miller and Carter. It's not called Miller and a Carter, is it? But yes. I've not been into town for ages, actually. All right, 2-0 up at half-time. We are having a lovely game here. Very good. Don't start to let the other team back in like we did last time, which is what we did. Ball over the top. Owadani. He scored again. He's so good. Miller and Carter in this account. Exactly. It's 3-0. Owadani scored twice. He's so good. It's Heskey assist as well. Look. Good ball through from Emil Heskey's son. Sounds like I was going to say Emil Heskey there, didn't I? But I didn't. All right, 3-0. We should probably do some subs as well, shouldn't we? This is easy. Brogdon for Pelletier, who's back on loan after leaving. Let's do Brown Sterling. Let's do both strikers. No mention that massive save from your 18 eccentricity keeper. Wow. Yeah, we expect him to do stuff like that. He's a good keeper. I'm also expecting him to go sprinting out of his box, but he hasn't done that yet either, so it's all good. Brown Sterling got a Brown Sterling return goal, by the way, is what we all want to see. This could be the game. Do you know what? I'd happily let Tom Cannon score a goal as well. He's going to cross it though. Not an assist. Don't want that. No. No, Tom. No, that's not the point. It's 3-1. I said I don't want to let them back in, and now we look like we're letting them back in. It's over. Jesus.
Okay.
Not come on, Boreham. No. 15 to play. Is he an Arsenal boy? Is it that Taylor Hart? That's cool. All right, 5 to play. Subs haven't done too much, have they? Come on. I want to see... Come on. Brown Sterling, score a goal on your return. That's a terrible pass to him. Or he could win it back. No. They could score. It is looking like you could walk it. It is kind of, isn't it, Pav? Yeah. Come on, Brown Sterling. Yes. We are winning. We have won every game so far. But so have Oldham, to be fair, though. They've just conceded. McNeely! It's 4-1. He's offside? He's offside. I've just seen that Oldham have just conceded an equaliser as well. So maybe we might walk it. Was hyped a little bit, and then we found out we have the greatest generation of 15, 17-year-olds of all time. Have you seen how good the Wood youth facilities are in game? I haven't. Are they good, are they? Oh dear. He was offside. Nah, I've not seen that. Have a look post game. Yeah, we'll do. We've got a very tired team. We had an extra. Matt Walker nearly scored. All right, we're going to get a very, very decent away win, though. As if this highlight ever ends. We've had loads of really long highlights right at the end, haven't we? Very decent away win, though. Quite comfortable. As Shamanga just scored a goal, look. Walker this way, indeed. 3-1. It means that I think we've just gone clear at the top as well. Oldham drew. They drew 2-2 with a fairly late equaliser from Claridge. So we are now clear at the top. 5 from 5. There's always an FA Cup run. That's what we need. Otherwise, it's another one of those seasons. I was hoping to have played some games in between streams this week, but I've just not had chance to. So I maybe between the end of stream today and tomorrow, I'll be able to do a few games to get closer to the end of the season. Like maybe get up to the FA Cup game. Might be. I think that's what I was aiming to do anyway. But hopefully today, maybe I'll try and do that. Like we might have 1 or 2 left here and then try and get to the FA Cup game and do that. Is Carl Hudlin still about? He is. I think I put him in the under-21s. He's down here. I got a news article saying he was declining. He really is not good. Titles in the bag. Exactly, kids. Exactly. He is still here, but he's not amazing. But we might keep him here forever because we have to roll him out for every FA Cup game, don't we? All right. Odani sends... Oh, for Christ's sake. I just spent £1,000 on our keeper doing a random leadership course because I misclicked. He's like, why am I off on this, boss? Why am I going on a leadership course? What is his leadership, by the way? He's got... For Christ's sake. Why? He's got 2 leadership. Can we extend the Jamal loan yet? I doubt it. I'll have a look. Boreham Woods facilities. I spent £1,000. Watch that go up to 3. That'll be good, wouldn't it? Fantastic. What am I doing? Facilities. Yeah, great youth facilities. And excellent youth recruitment and academy coaching. Yeah, natural captain. Great work, me. Tom Cannon is their captain. I love it. Patient Lamanza is a fantastic name. Should I have a look at our teams in our leagues? Hot prospect, just in case we can try and snatch them. Don't say snatch when you're talking about young. That's a very big, bold head. Sean Thomas? Yeah, is that it, Katie? Is that why? This guy looks okay for a Might just get a scout report. This guy looks quite good for an 18-year-old. Big old quiff on him. Big old quiff. Got to head out now. Great stream, Clay community. Klopperstan, how you do? But thanks. I don't know what I said. How you doing? Thank you, buddy, is what I meant. Have a lovely rest of your day, dude. Enjoy. Enjoy. Sean Thomas. Also, chat, shout if any of them that I click on are actually genuinely really good. Shout at me. Mark Hughes. It's a fantastic name. Great potential. He's a winger, so I'm a bit less. I'm a bit meh. Steve Kitching. Keeper. 5'11". Flipping heck, you little tiny man. Janar Maslarens. Is a great name. Spanish. He's 19, though. Ollie Davis is a real person, so that immediately puts me off. You found a Phil Neville new gen yesterday. I saw that, yeah. Jake Jeffrey. Not good. Brooke Winder. Sounds American. He's not. He's got good physicals as well. How do I join the Clay community? You're right here, right now, Doorknobs. You're in the Clay community. You're in. But you could also join the Discord. That'd be a good thing. Because that's where we interact outside of the streams. But yes, you are here. So you're in. You're welcome. 6'4" centre back who's 20. Yeah, he's 20. Cody Knights. 5'1". He's tiny. He's a very small man. 5'1", Cody Knights. Looks quite good as well. Got 2 jumping reach. Tiny but brave as can be, yeah. He has to be. Tiny Knight, 17 bravery, yeah. This guy actually looks like a decent striker if he could shoot. James Murphy, boring name. John Irvine. He's got a truck company, John Irvine, with that name. Oldham, James Andrews. Ooh. Hello. Looks actually quite good. 16 flair, 16 technique. He'd be a cool number 10, wouldn't he? I mean, he would be a winger, but we don't play with wingers. So maybe a Metzala for us. 14 leadership. Send him on a leadership course. James Andrews. He's actually 20 as well. So he's a bit older. He might cost a fair bit. I wonder if he's even interested. Right. He could cost £750,000 and also wants star player in 2K a week. So we actually can't afford him, but he actually does look quite good, doesn't he? Let's add him to the short list. He's already on the short list. Let's just scout him then. James Andrews is the guy in the US who does all the elbow and knee surgeries for famous athletes. I don't think it's this one. Call him the summer solstice and he's a short... Right. Summer solstice, you mean. Ian. And that... Right there, correcting you right there, is because of your Harry Potter in the Philosopher's Stones comment you made earlier. Is it, or is it solstice? No, it's solstice, isn't it? Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. Football! Football! Where's my phone? It's on the floor. Oh, it's here. It can't be football. It hasn't even started yet. What are you on about? What? Speaking of Philosopher's Stones, I've nearly finished reading it again. We do the Philosopher's Stones, one of our books in Ole Gunnar Solstice, for Christ's sake. We do it as one of our books in year 6, so I get to listen to it every year as an audio book. 3 minutes until football. It's okay. There you go, Ian. It's all right. Just don't do it again. That's fine. Like, it's fine. Just don't do it again, is what I'm saying. You're a real boy. Get out. Michael Kroll. Not great. Maxwell Atariza. Cool name. Kenyan. He looks cool. He's injured. What's he done? Groin strain. Do you have... You are half English as well. He looks cool. I don't think he's amazing, though. Stevenage. Jadel. Stevenage in our league and we still can't poach Dan. They're in our league. Not currently interested. Come on, Daniel. Why won't he come? Maybe next year, though, actually. After we go up again, he might actually be interested. What about Oliver? Is Ollie... Yeah, Father in our league as well. Where is he? Nah, maybe when we go a league above them, it'll be to do with the rep, wouldn't it? Yeah, 17-year-old Kenyan. I like that as well, but I don't think he's for us. Jack, I kind of got bored and just clicked off it. But yeah, carry on. Oh, Cam's frozen. Okay. Good stuff. I guess, chat, with that bombshell, we might leave it there then for today because I'm just stuck like this. So our current club rep is... I'll just turn the camera off. I don't know if I can get it back on without restarting the stream. This happened before, didn't it? So I'll just turn it off for now. Can't fix camera end stream. The football's about to start anyway, to be fair, isn't it? The football is about to start. I know it's been a slightly shorter one now, but one of those, isn't it? You play freestyle with Lenny or something? Yes. What is our rep right now? Our rep is... I mean, how do I actually see our rep? Is it on here? How do I see? Oh, yeah. 1 star. Obscure. Obscure. How do you search for stuff in your inbox? Go to your inbox. Click on this box up here and then search for it. Extend the stream tomorrow. Quite possibly. Genuinely, quite possibly. We will see. Usually I would potentially stop at the football anyway because I do like to go and watch it. And we did just start a little bit late today. So just one of those, I'm afraid. But again, it's been a real weird, like long... difficult week. A lot of responsibilities. I had to do like a staff meeting. We had governors in on Friday. I had to do loads of meetings, so it's just been a long week. So apologies for being a bit tired and that, but yeah, it's been a really fun stream. Thank you for bringing the vibes with the conversation starters. A weird one. This is also weird now that I don't have a camera on, but it's one of them things, isn't it? Right, chat. I think we're going to call it there for today. Thank you so much for hanging out. I mean, it feels weird not going to this screen for this. Oh, Aiden! Thank you, buddy.
Aiden 1995 resubscribed.
Shall I see if I can fix the camera? Just
Sorry,
briefly.
I was late. Off to VOD.
I can't. It doesn't work. Put Peter Walton up. Yeah, I mean, there's always that as an option, isn't it? Just, I can't actually do that on this screen. I can do it here. There you go. All right, chat. Thank you very much for hanging out. I will see you on... This looks so weird now, doesn't it? I'll see you tomorrow morning. And thank you very much for hanging out. Thank you for all the resubs as well. If you've not subscribed on YouTube, we hit 35k. Come on! 40k is the next aim. Enjoy the football. Enjoy the rest of your Saturdays. Have a lovely rest of the day. Enjoy it. I'll see you soon. Thank you for hanging out. I'll set up a raid once I've worked out who we're going to raid. Bye-bye! See you later. Bye. See you. Bye. Bye. See ya. See you later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.